Hey guys, so we've finally got an update as to what is happening between the Michael Jackson cancelled tribute on American Music Awards, where Chris Brown and Ciara were due to perform. It was strange to most of us who are seeing the executor of the Michael Jackson estate and John Brackett coming out and laboring Disney and ABC as canceling black music and not supporting black entertainers because they cancelled the tribute. It had nothing to do with Chris Brown, but it has everything to do with Disney being vindictive over a lawsuit that the Jackson estate filed against the Disney company back in 2018. Some of you might remember that ABC aired a documentary called The Last Days of Michael Jackson. And in that documentary, they featured a number of Michael Jackson songs without getting permission from the Jackson estate. And it might be that they weren't happy with the content of the documentary, but they sued Disney, and of course, Disney was in the wrong because they didn't get permission from the Jackson estate. It seems as if now, when Disney were aware that the tribute was taking place, they called the Dick Clark production team to say, "Look, we don't want a Michael Jackson tribute on a show aired on ABC." The producers reached out to Chris Brown to say, "Look, we're not able to do the Michael Jackson tribute. Can you do something else? You've just got an album out. Do something else." Chris Brown says, "Look, I've been rehearsing with Ciara. We've done everything. We have to do the tribute." And it seems as if Chris Brown says, "Look, if you don't want me to do this tribute, I won't do any tribute." And so Chris Brown backed out and put out a statement to say, "Hey, they've canned this stuff." So he stood his ground. He didn't want to just then, he didn't know what was happening in the background, but he knew that he just didn't want to change his routine after weeks of rehearsal. So it hasn't done anything to Chris Brown. It wasn't anything against Chris Brown. It was because Disney were not happy that Michael Jackson tribute was being put up. Michael Jackson's the guy who controls his estate never does interviews, has never shows his face, and the fact that he's coming out every day, putting out videos, criticizing Disney, has to show that there is some beef between the two. And what is sad is that Michael Jackson has a legacy of working with Disney. He's been very supportive of Disney, Disney World, and most of you guys might remember doing Captain EO, a combination with Francis Ford Coppola, who did The Godfather, as well as George Lucas, who did Star Wars, and they came up with this sort of fantasy stuff where Michael Jackson starred as Captain EO, and that was played across all Disney parks for many years until it was probably replaced back in the late 90s. And Michael, would go to Disney around the world and open their parks and be a guest there. So he has a big history with Disney, and so this isn't something that they're spiteful against Michael or his legacy. It's the fact that the estate who control his music and his image and everything are the ones that they have the issues with. And just to separate, Michael Jackson's mum was given custody of his children when they were still under 18. His family do not control his estate. So this isn't a war between Disney and the Jackson family. This is more of a war between the executives of Disney, of the Michael Jackson estate, and Walt Disney. Hollywood is a small industry. Everyone knows themselves, and everyone is people are aware of what's going on. So the Jackson family are not involved with this. Michael Jackson himself, he's dead, so he can't stand for himself as anything. But it's the people who are controlling this stuff. So it is a real sad set of events where people can't really handle their differences properly. Yeah, Disney also removed the episode that Michael Jackson appeared on The Simpsons. So that episode cannot be seen on Disney Plus, or is it being aired on any Fox station? Because Disney bought Fox. So, as I said, it wasn't because of Chris Brown. It wasn't because of anything about Ciara. It's really Disney against the Michael Jackson estate, there's a beef. And that's why the performance was cancelled. And that's why they're probably not going to be celebrating anything with Michael Jackson on any Disney owned platform. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this will be the end of it. At least now we've sort of got an update as to what happened and why it all happened. And we just hope that things could have worked out better. Take care.
She just a girl. I learn so much from him just by watching him. He's a perfectionist. I like that.
Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, but most importantly to press the notification bell so that you can be notified when we do have a new interview. Loads to come, but thanks a lot for watching.